Greetings and welcome to Magic with Tamala Farron. And today we're going to talk about offerings. Offering bowls that you can have set up on your altar. Offering bowls that you can place at different trees or different sacred spaces that you tend to give thanks. I know some people that have specific places down by the rivers and waters that they tend to go there and give thanks to the Earth Mother for all that is around them. But honor and respect and thanking the gods for their assistance is something that is very sacred in our work. You want the assistance and the guidance in your life, and whether it's for ancestors or guides or spirit or the fae, fairy folk, nature spirits, you want this to establish an honoring of what you are doing. When we do magic, we offer. And this is the type of offerings that we do are fresh fruit, lovely fresh fruit, different herbs, whether they're dried or they're freshly cut, fresh flowers, tobacco, and this is natural tobacco, offerings. There are so many different things that we can consider a gift. If we're talking our ancestors, you leave a plate of their favorite food. You leave a drink, whether it's alcohol or it's juice or it's a favorite pop or a cup of tea. You leave offerings in thanks for guidance, wisdom, and the love that is shared. When it comes to the fairy folk, milk, sweets. They love sweets. My daughter used to, one of my daughters anyways, she used to take bread, cut off the edges, put jam, and make little tiny sandwiches about this big, yay by yay, and put them all on a plate and go and put it under the lilac bush to thank them for coming and helping with all the wonderful things that they did. And it's as simple as that. You can take fruit, you can put cloves in it. You've got your spice and your fruit. Any kind of fruit will do. Any kind of food offering. Some people bake cakes and pies and all sorts of things. My mom and dad, sometimes if I'm making cabbage rolls, I'll leave them cabbage rolls out because they loved cabbage rolls. They loved meat pie. They loved like all these different family traditions that I still make. I honor them with. And it doesn't take much to be thankful. I mean, if you have a bowl that's set on a beach for the Earth Mother, and you're walking along the beach to it, and you find a feather, and you find shells, and you find some pretty stones, you can gather those and put them in the bowl. It's so easy. Teach your kids that if you are honoring a specific tree, if they feel a connection to the nature spirit within that tree, leave an amethyst at the base. Just make a little hole, put the amethyst in and close it. Give the tree extra energy. If there is something that is you are given extra bounty of, you have extra flowers, grab a bouquet, put them in a vase, put them on your altar for the gods. Put them on an ancestral altar. Let them know, either with a offering prayer or chant, whatever you do, whatever your ceremony becomes when you are gifting this offering, let them know this is for them. You are blessed to have them in your life, and their guidance, their wisdom, their love helps you every day, helps you in all that you do, in your magic, in dealing with others, in just getting up. Sometimes knowing that you are backed by the most amazing energies helps you sustain that I can do this moment kind of day. I can do this. I can keep moving forward. Thank you for your assistance. Thank you for your help. Thank you for the energy. It doesn't take much to do this. The tobacco is part of my native lineage. I had learned from my dad that you take a little bit of tobacco, you put it in a square piece of cloth, tie it up, and put it on your altar for offering to the gods, thanking them. And at the same time, if you are doing something that you are asking for, something, you put it down. It's kind of like a thank you ahead of time. And then you ask for your petition. You go through that stage of your magic. And I've never had it say no. So it's a good thing. But like I said, it doesn't matter what you can put grapes, blueberries, strawberries, anything that you want. Any type of herbs, flowers. If you're out in a field and you see some beautiful wildflowers, how perfect is that? It doesn't have to cost money to make it work. There are so many things you can do. A bowl of stew for an ancestor with a piece of bread. If they loved apple pie, a piece of apple pie. Some put a whole apple pie, boom, there, for everyone. And I do the same thing at graves. If you know their favorites and you are lighting a candle at the grave, give them some stuff at the grave. Give them, a favorite pop. Like for my mom, I'll leave a Ferner's, and, like for my dad, root beer. And then if it comes to food, whatever I've made that they might enjoy, whatever they might have liked. If it's a candy or a treat, in that sense, whatever they love. My mom loved peppermints. My dad, on the other hand, was big into like O. Henry bars and Babe Ruths and stuff like that. My mom liked After Eights. So, or Turtles. The candy. But I'll grab something if I'm at the store before I go. And I'll grab some flowers. And I'll have a candle with me from home. And I'll light the candle, light the incense. Put the foods out there, put the flowers up, and I'll sit and I'll spend some time with them. Let them know that I still remember. I am still connected. And I do that with other ancestors, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my aunts and uncles, all who meant so much to me and still do. So I let them know this. I give them the opportunity to know that I am honoring them. I respect them. And you can do it at home too. If you have an ancestral altar, you can do it at home too. If their grave is too far for you to get to on a regular basis, put an offering bowl. And I tend to say offering bowl because I prefer the offering bowls. That way it's blessed as an offering bowl. It's honorable. It's a permanent part of the altar. And whatever goes in there is sacred. Now, usually after when it starts to go about a week or so, I will take it out and I will either cut it up and put it into the woods. If it's like fresh fruit and it's still good, I'll put it out for the birds, for the animals. I'll just cut it up, throw it out in the woods, or I'll bury it. I never throw it out in the garbage. That's dishonorable in my book. So, somewhere where you consider it magic. Some people put the flowers into a stream and let the stream carry it on to them. Some people just take the treasures and bury it in the sand if you've got something on a beach. Some people go into the woods. And like I said, if it's food, put it out for the animals. Don't leave any garbage, but put the food out for the animals. If it's something you just want buried, bury it. At least you're giving it to the Earth Mother. And it's not going through a bunch of other garbage and in a pile somewhere that's dishonorable in my book. It doesn't make sense. You gave it to the gods and the ancestors one day, and another day you're throwing it out. No, you gift it, re-gift it into the land, into those that live there. And again, it's another aspect of offering and honoring for everything at hand. Some people will take alcohol and pour it so that it's a gift to the gods. They'll pour it on the earth. Just dump it right there. If you're gifting ancestors, you don't want to exactly leave a bottle of alcohol at a grave site because you don't know what kids are going to be coming through, right? So you keep it in a bottle, you dump it on the ground, and you take the bottle home. Simple. It doesn't get drunk by the wrong people. So that's a good thing as well. And that you can do that pretty much with anything. The pop, whatever. Just before you leave, open it up and pour it. It's an offering. If you're doing that with herbs and with different things that they might have liked, like resins, that frankincense or myrrh or something that they really loved, if you're burning it, that's an offering in a way too. You can burn it at the grave site. But if for some reason you just want to make a little hole and stuff some in there and close it up, you can do that too. Herbs, I just usually sprinkle them on the grave. That way, it's to them. It's a gift to them. Nobody can come along and take it. It's as simple as that. But there are so many ways of thanking and so many ways to honor. And whether it's, like I said, our ancestors, the gods, the fae, nature spirits, you want all of this respected. You want to be respected. They want to be respected. It's as simple as that. I hope you liked the video. You take care. Have a blessed Monday, blessed week. Oh, it's going to be so nice, I hope. Today is just beautiful outside. A little bit chilly, but perfect sweater weather. It's perfect. I plan on going out for a tea afterwards. Oh yeah, on my front porch. So you take care. Thank you for joining me. Please click like and subscribe. And I've got a reading coming up. Oh, plus a surprise for you. Stick around. Blessed be.